In a world that moves too fast, we forget what's meant to last. Not the gold, the fleeting fame, but the kindness in a name. I've seen hearts light up the dark from just a spark, a selfless mark. What we give is what we grow. A little love and let it flow. This is the gift of legacy, a life that gives so generously. We rise, we lift, we plant the seed to share the gift, to truly be. Abundance flows when hearts believe. We share to receive. This is the gift of legacy. It's not the things we keep inside, but the open hands we never hide. A smile, a meal, a listening ear can make a stranger feel sincere. And every act, no matter small, becomes a step, a higher call. We build a bridge, we mend the seam, together living out the dream. This is the gift of legacy, a life that gives so generously. We rise, we lift, we plant the seed to share the gift, to truly be. Abundance flows when hearts believe. We share to receive. This is the gift of legacy. So don't wait for fortune's hand. Just give a little where you stand. Your love, your time, it all can grow like rivers down the mountain snow. Hey! This is the gift of legacy. It lives in you, it lives in me. We rise, we lift, we plant the seed to share the gift, to truly be. Abundance flows when hearts believe. We share to receive. This is the gift of legacy.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday evening Zoom call. I see it's all the people who I know and no new people yet, but I'm sure they will be joining us soon. I know I've invited a guest to attend tonight, so I'm hoping that she jumps on to the Zoom call this evening. And maybe if I can ask if one of you could please put messages on the groups and just remind people that we have a new Zoom, well, we have a Zoom tonight and there's new information. Ike and Bev, I've made you co-hosts, and Dad, lovely to see you here. Everyone just want to say hi and let me know how you are. You can unmute and just say hi, because we are just a small group of people right now. How's everybody?
Hi, Yvonne. I'm fixing lunch.
Wonderful. Enjoy.
Yeah.
How are you, Ike?
Yeah. Mixed emotions. I lost a friend today. He passed on, so I'm so down. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. Yeah, let's go on. Thanks, Adele.
Our deepest condolences, Ike. I'm so sorry to hear that. So I'm not going to ask you to co-host. You can just sit in and watch, okay?
I think I'll just listen. Yeah.
Right. Okay. God bless you. Dad, how are you this evening? I can't hear you, Bev. You're muted.
Here in my new place.
Oh,
Some
lovely.
cooking. It's been raining all morning and I've been outside trying to fix things so that I get things together. I'm here.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So I'll just go through the presentation. And yeah, hopefully we get some more people joining. It's the same presentation. There's just 2 new slides. So let's go through it. I'm sure there are people on YouTube Live. It is on YouTube Live. Sorry, it was a little bit slow in getting going, but it is there. So I just want to welcome people who might be watching the recording at a later stage. My name is Adele. I am in Johannesburg, South Africa. It's chilly tonight. We've had our first spring rains and the temperatures have dropped, but change is always good and rain is always good. So, Bev, I'm glad you're getting some as well in Panama. And we are in Johannesburg, where Ike and I are, because it signifies growth and a new life. And that's what Gift of Legacy is all about. So I'm going to share my screen and go through the new presentation. It'll be a nice recording to share with people because I've added some new information. So let me just pull it up here. Where is it over here? Here we go. So welcome everybody to a presentation all about the Gift of Legacy gifting community. And tonight you're going to hear about Gift of Legacy, the traditional website-based system, as well as GL Smart, the new extension to Gift of Legacy. Gift of Legacy is a gifting activity that has been creating abundance since it was launched on the 10th of January 2022. It was created here in South Africa, where I am, by a group of people whose goal it was to break the chains of poverty and to allow people around the world to be blessed with abundance. So you are probably here by invitation, and we are very glad that you're here. You're watching the recording. Sit back, relax, learn as much as you can, and then come and find out more about Gift of Legacy on our Telegram channel or our YouTube channel as well. So I just want to go through a quick disclaimer. This presentation is for information sharing only and is not to be construed as financial advice. Neither myself nor Gift of Legacy are registered financial or tax advisors. The information I am giving is only intended to give examples of what you as a participant may expect to receive. So what is a gifting community? Well, if you want to find out a lot more, go and look up the term sacred economics and do some reading and research in your own time. But gifting communities trace back in the modern era to about the 1960s. They have been off of the mainstream for decades, probably even centuries, and are 100% legal. Now, in South Africa and in Africa, there is a term, a philosophy called Ubuntu. And Ubuntu simply means communities working together. The meaning of the word is, I am because you are. That nobody can exist as an island. We work together with the people around us, and that is how we thrive and survive. You might also come across the term circular economies. Circular economies is where everybody gets a turn to be a giver and to be a receiver. Well, Gift of Legacy is a global gifting activity. And like I said, it launched back in January 2022. Our community extends over most countries in the world. We are uplifting communities not only by financial gifts that we send and receive from each other, but through self-development and an understanding of what abundance truly is. So this is the traditional Gift of Legacy website. Gift of Legacy is abbreviated as GL, Gift of Legacy. So the abbreviation is GL. And when you have registered, you will log into the giftoflegacyglobal.com website, and this is what you see. Now, to join, you need an invitation link from the person who has told you about Gift of Legacy. Once you have the invitation link, you will register, and it's really basic information. Your name, your phone number with your country code, your email, and then you choose a username. Then you will get a verification email that is sent to your email. You need to click on the designated place on the email to verify that this is indeed your email. So please, you must use a valid or registered email when you are registering. Then you will log in to giftoflegacyglobal.com, and this is the landing page. This is what you will see. There are 6 boards. There are 2 starter boards, and they are right on top of each other, the coal board and the bronze board. Coal is a $25 gift board, and bronze is a $100 gift board. Then we have OHANA, which is a $50 board. Silver, which is $400 board. Gold is a $1,600 board, and platinum is the final board, is a $5,000 board. Now, users must invite 2 people who are linked to them via their invitation link, and you need to have your 2 invitees by the time you have completed a bronze board as a legend. You can go through coal and bronze without 2 invitees, but after you have received on bronze, you must have 2 invitees at least to be able to progress further and to ride the boards of abundance with the rest of the community. So this is what a board looks like. You will join the board when you register and you log in. It will say peak, and then you will join a board. And when you land on the board, you're going to land as a gifter. Those are the 8 positions, 4 on the left and 4 on the right. You will land as a gifter. The legend, the person in the middle, will receive 8 gifts. So on a bronze board, you will enter with a gift of $100 that you send unconditionally to the legend on the board, and the legend will receive $800 in total. So what we're going to do is show you how you journey through a bronze board. By being able to journey through the bronze board and understanding how a bronze board functions, you will have a clear understanding of all of the boards in Gift of Legacy. So I draw your attention to the yellow circle, which represents you in your journey on the boards. You will land as a gifter on whichever starter board you choose to start on. Could be coal, but let's assume that it is bronze, just for this evening's sake. So you will land as a gifter. You will click on the username of the legend. It won't say legend. It will have the username that that person has chosen. When you click on the username, a little box is going to pop up with their name, their contact details, their email. You contact them and you say, "Hello, legend. I am a gifter on your board. I live in sunny South Africa. Where are you and how would you like to receive your gift?" The legend will let you know that they're in Spain, or they are in somewhere in Africa, or they might be somewhere in Europe. Wherever they are in the world, they will let you know how they would like to receive the gift. You agree and you send them the gift. Once you have sent the gift, they will confirm you. They click then on your name, and there'll be a little box and it says confirm, and they are confirming to the website that you have indeed sent your gift peer-to-peer to them, and the system then knows that you are a confirmed gifter. Then other gifters are going to land on the board. We always suggest that when a legend has received their first 4 gifts, that they use those gifts to progress onto the next value board, which would be the silver board. So they would use their first $400 to join silver, which is a $400 board. Other gifters are then going to land on the board as they are filling in the invitation links and registering, and they have now joined Gift of Legacy. The legend will have received $800 in total, and the board then splits. This legend exits the board because they have completed their ride on this board. The 2 guides are now going to start their own boards where they are legend. So you now move up from the gifter into the builder position. And as a builder, this is the perfect opportunity, but it is not the only opportunity. It is the perfect opportunity for you to invite your 2 people to join you on the journey. Then other people will also invite their gifters who will land on the board. Legends, guides, and builders, even gifters, are able to invite people to join the board. You have to be a confirmed gifter to invite somebody. The legend receives $800 in total. They exit the board. The board splits into 2, where the guides each become legends on their own board, and you now move into a guide position. Your friends are now the 2 builders next to you, and it is your turn to guide them, to assist them, to invite their 2 people. You could also invite people as well. But if everybody invited 2 by 2 by 2, this would encourage and ensure the smooth movement and flow of the boards. Now, when one hemisphere has filled up with 4 gifters, like the left hemisphere on the board at the moment, you, as the guide, will split off and become a legend on your own board. But this original board does not close until all 8 gifters have been confirmed. So congratulations, you have now become a legend on your very own board. Well done, that's what you've been looking forward to. The 2 guides next to you are the 2 people you invited to join you in Gift of Legacy. Their invitees are next to them. And now you will start getting phone calls and messages from people all over the world who are sending you unconditional gifts because you are the legend. You will receive 8 gifts of $100, but only $300 is yours to keep. And I'm going to explain to you now why that is so. But before we go into that, you have finished your board, you have moved off of that board, and you need to join your perpetual cycle. Perpetual means over and over until infinity. So when you have finished one board, you rejoin another board of the same value. If you are joining your perpetual cycle and your original board is not complete, remember you will guide here on the left. You will go back to the original board on the other hemisphere and help to close that board. This is called the OHANA principle. OHANA is a Hawaiian word and it means family. It means no one gets left behind. And the OHANA principle is very important in Gift of Legacy. This ensures that boards move and nobody gets left behind. So you've now joined your perpetual cycle on the same board. You could also join another board if this original board was closed. So you finished your bronze board, you received $800 in total. You used your first 4 gifts to join silver, and then you keep your last gift to join that perpetual bronze cycle, which gives you $300 that you have now in your pocket and you can use in any way that you would like to. So I just want to explain the coal board because I said there are 2 starter boards. Bronze is one of them. Now, some people found $100 a little bit difficult to afford, and they couldn't get started in Gift of Legacy. So the custodians, the people who oversee the running of the system, developed in 2024 a board called the Cole Board. It is a $25 starter board. It is one of the 2 starter boards. Now, Cole gifts from your first cycle should be used to join bronze. It's a $25 board. You will receive 8 gifts. That means you're going to receive $200. Use $100 to join bronze. That's why you started on Cole. And then you have $100 in your pocket. New users, first-time people on Cole, and users who have a 0 balance will follow their inviter or their lineage. So the inviter is the person whose invitation link you used to join Gift of Legacy. If your inviter is on a bronze board, if your inviter is on a Cole board, you will follow them. If they are not on a Cole board for whatever reason, you will follow somebody in their lineage. So you're going to follow your family tree. Our lineage in Gift of Legacy is like a tree. So if you cannot follow your inviter, you follow someone in the same group or family. Users who have a balance on their Gift of Legacy profile of more than $100 can still join Cole if they've never joined it before. So if somebody joined on bronze and is maybe on silver and gold and they decide they want to join Cole, they are able to join Cole, and because it is their first round, they will follow their inviter or their lineage. But this is for everybody. When you join the perpetual cycle, when you join Cole the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th time, you will not follow lineage. Then something called blending applies, and that simply means there's no lineage. You will land on any board. You are there to help the board to close. You already have received the gifts you need to progress onto bronze, which is where the true journey in Gift of Legacy starts. But you can ride Cole over and over and receive gifts of $200 and just keep $25 every time to ride the board again. So you don't need to follow lineage to do that, because lineage is important from bronze through to platinum. All users may progress from Cole to bronze without having 2 confirmed invitees. So you can move from a Cole board to a bronze board, even if you don't have 2 confirmed invitees. But you may not join the perpetual cycle if you have not joined and been confirmed on bronze. So you cannot just ride Cole, finish Cole, and then try and ride Cole again. No, you have to have been on the bronze board, and you need to be confirmed, and you need 2 confirmed invitees with you on bronze before you can join the perpetual cycle of Cole. So I hope that clears up the Cole board and that you have a better understanding. Now there's another board that I mentioned, the OHANA board. So here are the guidelines for the OHANA board. OHANA is a $50 non-lineage board. You never follow lineage. You never follow your team. You do not follow your inviter in Gift of Legacy. An OHANA board you will always land on the oldest board. You land on the oldest board, and you will generally never see your team or people you know. You simply land on a board. Now, the gifts on the OHANA boards must be sent via cryptocurrency and should be gifted within 24 hours of joining the board. The reason it is a cryptocurrency request to send gifts is simply this. Here you will be meeting people from across the world, And the most effective and safest way to send gifts across the world is to use cryptocurrency. And you need to gift within 24 hours. Now, users need to be confirmed on either a coal or a bronze board before they are able to participate on OHANA. So if for some reason you are only on a silver board and you have never joined your bronze perpetual, you will not be able to join the OHANA board. So please make sure you are confirmed on coal or bronze before you join OHANA. On an OHANA board, gifter number 1, the first gifter position, is always an OHANA G profile. Now, OHANA G profiles are special profiles. In gifter number 1 position, they do not gift the legend. They are already confirmed. They come in straight on a board. All the gifts that they receive when they are the legend go towards GGM, Gracious Givers Movement. When you join Gift of Legacy, all you need to do is get an invitation link, register, join the board, and gift the legend. There is no joining fee. There is no administration fee. There are no monthly costs, annual costs, or any costs. But this website exists across the entire world, and it has daily, weekly, monthly costs and development fees. And those fees are overseen by the custodians who have established a non-profit organization called Gracious Givers Movement. Now, Gracious Givers Movement relies on donations and gifts to keep the Gift of Legacy system going so that you and I can create our legacies. So when the OHANA G profile is a legend, the gifts that they receive are used to maintain the system that we are creating our legacy on. So every legend will only receive 7 gifts. That is $350. The board will only split when all 8 gifters are confirmed. Legends who have completed their board on OHANA are automatically joined to the perpetual cycle by the system. So you don't need to finish a board and then say peek and join the next board. The system automatically does it for you. So you need to keep $50 of that $350 ready to gift the next legend. $300 is yours to keep. A once-off gift of $50 will assist in keeping the OHANA boards moving, and it not only provides gifts to sustain the system through GGM, but every legend will receive $350 and get to keep $300. The OHANA G profiles, when they have completed a board as a legend, they will join the perpetual system, and then they will land maybe on gifter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, and they will gift the legend. So they pay it forward. When they are in gifter number 1, they do not gift the legend, but when they join the perpetual cycle, they pay it forward and give back to the community because they are thankful that you are supporting GGM. Now, any user who asks to be removed or does not want to join the perpetual cycle will not be able to create any other profiles in Gift of Legacy with that same phone number. You just need to take $50 one time, only one time, from your wallet, from your pocket, and gift on an OHANA board. And then you will always just use your gifts to keep the flow going. We encourage everybody in Gift of Legacy to join an OHANA board to keep the system going so that the daily, weekly, monthly, and development fees can be paid and our legacies are secure for generations to come. So let's break down the boards for you. The coal board, a legend will receive 8 gifts of $25, which is $200. use $100 to join the bronze board and $25 to join the perpetual coal cycle, which means on your first round, you keep $75, but on your perpetual cycle, because you are then already on bronze, you only use one gift to ride the board again, and you will then keep $175. The bronze board, as I explained earlier, the legend will receive 8 gifts of $100, which is $800. The legend will join silver using $400 and will join the perpetual bronze cycle with $100. So on their first round, they keep $300, but on your perpetual cycle, because you are now already on silver, you will only use one gift to ride another board, so you get to keep $700. The silver board, the legend will receive 8 gifts of $400. He will use 4 gifts, $1,600 to join gold and $400 to join the perpetual cycle of silver. So on the first round, the legend gets to keep $1,200, but on the perpetual cycle, the legend gets to keep $2,800. Now on gold, you will receive 8 gifts of $1,600, which is $12,800. And so it takes a little bit to get used to these figures, but just bear in mind the exchange rate in the currency of your country. So you've now received $12,800. You will use $5,000, just over 3 gifts, to join platinum. Hold back $1,600 to join another gold board on the perpetual cycle. So on your first round, you get to keep $6,200 US. And on your perpetual cycle, you get to keep $11,200. Now, the ultimate board is the platinum board. You will, as a legend, receive 8 gifts of $5,000, which is $40,000 for both your first ride and your perpetual cycle. You just need to keep one gift of $5,000 to ride platinum again, which means every time you complete a platinum board, you keep $35,000. In South African rands, that is over 660,000 rand. It's over R500,000. And then we have the OHANA board, which I have explained to you. You receive 7 gifts of $50, which is $350. The system automatically joins you to the perpetual cycle, so you need to hold back $50, and you will always keep $300 when you join, when you have finished, an OHANA board. So look at the column on the right-hand side. That is the perpetual cycle. The goal of Gift of Legacy is for every user to be on the perpetual cycle of all 6 boards. Now, there's no guarantees, there's no timeline. Boards move when gifters join them. People move the boards. But when you are a legend on your perpetual cycle, on coal, you will receive and get to keep $175. On bronze, you will keep $700. On silver, $2,800. On gold, $11,200. On platinum, $35,000. And OHANA, $300. You could be receiving on a bronze 1 week, silver maybe the next month, gold a few months later, coal could be ticking over. These boards are dependent on the movement of gifts as gifters join the board. But that is the goal, to be on the perpetual cycle of all 6 boards. So that explains Gift of Legacy, what we have always referred to as the theme park. You would have seen that the OHANA board is a little golf cart. The coal train is a train, and the 4 boards from bronze to platinum are Ferris wheels. All of those rides are continuous rides in the theme park that we call Gift of Legacy, because they symbolize the perpetual cycle of every board. Gift of Legacy is peer-to-peer. It is person-to-person. The website simply tells people who they need to gift by allowing them to log into a board and see who is the legend and who the gifters are. But now, this year in June, a new gifting experience was added to the Gift of Legacy community. We are one big worldwide gifting community, but we now have 2 different gifting experiences. We now have GL Smart as part of our community, and I'd like to introduce you to GL Smart. GL Smart is an extension of Gift of Legacy. GL and GL Smart function independently from each other. Although they both represent the same community and are overseen by the same people, they are 2 separate systems. GL Smart offers participants the opportunity to participate in a gifting community using a smart contract on the blockchain. So Gift of Legacy that I've just described is a website where people can interact peer-to-peer. GL Smart is a smart contract on the blockchain, and the blockchain is the cryptocurrency world. To participate in GL Smart, a user must download a MetaMask or Trust wallet. These are cryptocurrency wallets. They are the only 2 wallets that are compatible with GL Smart. The currency that we are using, the cryptocurrency that we are using on GL Smart is called Polygon. When you log in to MetaMask or Trust, you will see Polygon Mainnet or Polygon Ecosystem. We are not using Ethereum. So Polygon is the currency that we are using. Watch a YouTube video, find out how to download these wallets and how to load Polygon onto your wallet. Once you have your wallet, you will use this link, giftoflegacysmart.com. You take that link and you paste it in the search bar at the top of your wallet, and then you will be able to connect your wallet to the GL Smart contract. So you don't click on the link and expect to see GL Smart. You need to take that link and paste it in the search bar and then enter it so that your wallet finds the GL Smart contract on the blockchain. And this is what the dashboard of GL Smart looks like. Similar, but a little bit different to Gift of Legacy. So for those users who know Gift of Legacy, it's familiar, but it's different and exciting at the same time. There are 4 gifting tiers which allow users the freedom of choice. And there on the left-hand side on the dashboard, you will see starter boards, GL Classics, Speed boards, and Ubuntu boards. Those are the 4 different gifting tiers. Each tier has got 4 different boards. So the starter boards have got 4 boards. The GL Classics have got 4 boards. The Speed boards, there are 4 of them, and there are 4 Ubuntu boards. Now, on every board within those tiers, there are multiple active boards that a user has the freedom to choose to join. So there are 16 different boards, but you are able to join each one of those multiple times with this very same wallet. With just one wallet, you can join multiple boards. You can join these boards in any order. There is no sequence like there is in Gift of Legacy. The lowest value board is one of our starter boards called Pelina. The starter boards all have Hawaiian names. Pelina is a 15 poly board, which is approximately $4. Cryptocurrency figures do fluctuate on a daily basis, but it fluctuates between, let's say, $3.50 and $4.50. We haven't reached up to $5 yet, but that's how much it is to join the very first starter board using Polygon as the currency. Now, this is very different. Gifts are sent and received directly from your Trust wallet or MetaMask wallet to the Legends Trust or MetaMask wallet. You do not need to phone the legend. You do not need to contact them. There's absolutely no human contact needed at all. You are operating on the blockchain with a smart contract, and simply by the click of a button, you can join a board. But you are not allowed to join a board until you have approved the gifting transaction. Gifters need to allow the gifting transaction to send Polygon from their wallet to the Legends wallet and confirm the transaction before they are placed on a board. This is a board on the right-hand side. And again, I ask you to look at the yellow dot, which represents you. Gifters will always fill up the boards in GL Smart in the sequence 1 to 4 on the one hemisphere, and then 5 through to 8 on the other hemisphere. You do not land erratically as gifters. Gifter positions always fill up from 1 to 8. So if there are already 2 gifters on the board, then gifter number 1 and gifter number 2 will be filled up, and you join, you will land in gifter number 3. If there are 5 gifters on the board already and you join the board, you will land in gifter number 6 position. So let's look at the boards and the different tiers. I told you that the starter boards all have Hawaiian names, and the icon for the starter boards is a palm tree. The Pelina board is 15 poly. Then we have a 50 poly Hui board. Ohio is 100 poly. And then we have an OHANA board. It is the 4th board in our starter tier, 200 poly. This OHANA is totally different to the OHANA in Gift of Legacy. This OHANA is just a nostalgic throwback to Gift of Legacy. There's no connection at all. Legends on an OHANA board in GL Smart will receive 8 gifts. And the OHANA board allows the legend to receive gifts which will help them to join the GL Classics tier if they choose to do that. Now, GL Classics is another nostalgic connection to our roots. We're a family and we get sentimental and we love Gift of Legacy. And so one of the tiers in GL Smart is called GL Classics. It's the same names of the boards as we have in GL. So you have a bronze board, 450 poly, a silver board, 2000 poly, a gold board, 7000 poly, and a platinum board, 22,000 poly. Now, it sounds like a lot. Remember that I said to you that the exchange rate between a poly and dollars, well, I didn't tell you, but I can tell you, it is about 25 US cents to a poly. So a 450 poly board divided by 4. A 50 poly board divided by 4, and then you have the dollar value. So yes, we have bronze, silver, gold, and platinum boards. They are in no way at all connected to your boards on the GL website. A smart contract and a website are not connected and can never be connected. This is just a nostalgic name, but they're very different boards. We then have the speed boards. There's a 100 poly, 200 poly, 800 poly, and 3200 poly board. Then there's a very special board, the Ubuntu board. Remember the philosophy of community, of sharing, of I am because you are? Well, the Ubuntu boards reflect that in our community. The lowest value Ubuntu board is 200 poly. Then there's a 1000 poly, 5000 poly, and 25,000 poly Ubuntu board. Currently, the starter boards, the speed boards, and the Ubuntu boards always fill up from the oldest board first. That means the legend who has been waiting the longest to receive gifters is the oldest board, and anybody joining boards on that tier will land on the oldest board. So starter boards fill up from the oldest board. The GL Classics do have a follow function at the moment. The GL Classics are the only tier at the moment that have a follow function. That means you can create a lineage. Now, that reminds us of our lineages that we created in Gift of Legacy on the website, but the lineage in GL Smart is very different. It is not a tree lineage. We do not follow our inviter's inviter. We do not follow our ancestors. We always follow the wallet that we have chosen to follow. And now people like to be part of lineages. Other people don't have a big following. So the admin in GL Smart have created Smart Chain Open Lineage. This is a community lineage managed by admin that anybody can join and participate in. There's a Google form on our Telegram group. You fill it out, admin will contact you. They will give you a wallet to follow, and they will ensure that somebody follows your wallet. So you can come and join and be part of a lineage without having to invite anybody. You just simply fill in a form. Now, you can participate on the GL Classics tier without being part of a lineage. You can create your own lineage as well. If you choose not to follow a lineage, you will land on the oldest board. So on this tier, both lineage and oldest boards are supported. Then we have the speed boards. They're very different. These boards only have a legend, 2 guides, and 4 gifters. So there's no builders. So instead of there being the traditional 15 people on a board, there are now just 7 people, and the legend will receive only 4 gifts. This is for fast-paced rewards, and when people are joining boards and the boards are moving, it can ensure fast-paced rewards for the people who need that. The oldest boards also fill up first on speed boards. Then the very special Ubuntu boards, all about community. Every gift that is gifted on an Ubuntu board is shared by 7 people. Yes, you heard me correctly. The legend receives 30% of every gift. The guides receive 10% of every gift. And the builders receive 12.5% of every gift. And the smart contract works that out for you. The smart contract sends your gift as a gifter to 7 different wallets directly on the blockchain. You don't need to do anything. And when you are a builder on an Ubuntu board, you will start receiving gifts when gifters land on the board. And when you receive 12.5% of every gift, by the time 8 gifters have joined the board, you will have received your joining gift back. You will still receive on the guide position and the legend position. So not only are 7 people being blessed by every gift. But builders start receiving and can then use their gifts to go and join other boards that they would like to join. Again, oldest boards fill up first. So let's compare Gift of Legacy and GL Smart. Well, I've said to you that Gift of Legacy is website based and GL Smart is blockchain based. They are two separate entities and they cannot connect with each other in any way. Gift of Legacy requires a user to have an invitation link to be able to join. In GL Smart, you do not need an invitation link. This presentation is your invitation to join GL Smart. You don't need a link to join. For Gift of Legacy, you need to register with that invitation link and then log in to giftoflegacyglobal.com. For GL Smart, you need to have your MetaMask or Trust Wallet set up, loaded with Polygon, and then you use the universal link giftoflegacysmart.com. Paste that in the search bar of your Trust or MetaMask wallet and connect your wallet to the GL Smart contract. In Gift of Legacy, there are 6 boards available to you as the gifter to join, and you have freedom of choice. Sorry. In Gift of Legacy, there are 6 boards available for you to join, and you do not have freedom of choice. My mistake. You have to follow the sequence. You can join on 2 starter boards, but then you must follow sequence. Where you do have freedom of choice is GL Smart. There are 4 tiers with 4 boards, and on each tier there are multiple boards. So you can join any board in any order, just as you would like to. In Gift of Legacy, you must follow the sequence from coal to bronze to silver, gold, and then platinum, and we are encouraging everybody to join the OHANA boards. In GL Smart, you want to start on platinum, go for it. You want to come in on Ubuntu, by all means. You're happier starting on the Polina board, whatever you would like to do, it is your choice in GL Smart. In Gift of Legacy, it is essential to join the perpetual cycles. You need to join the perpetual cycles. You can't just join the higher boards without joining the perpetual cycle of the previous board. Then on GL Smart, no perpetual cycle. When you complete a board as a legend, you can use your gifts to spend, or you can use them to join the same board again, or go and join boards of a higher value. There is no perpetual cycle. We have created a culture that when you complete a board, you join that board again and support the flow of the boards, but there is no predetermined perpetual cycle. In Gift of Legacy, a user may only join the 6 boards one at a time. With every profile, you can only be on 1 bronze board, 1 coal board, 1 gold board with that profile. In GL Smart, with 1 wallet, you may join multiple active boards on any tier, in any order, and at any time. So with 1 wallet, you can join 16 boards and join as many active boards as you would like. And if I just think of the Polina boards, there are like 900 active boards. If you want to join all 900 of them, go for it. Some of the other boards have got less active boards. You can join as many active boards as there are available. In Gift of Legacy, the board will split when 4 gifters have gifted on 1 hemisphere, except, of course, the OHANA board, which only splits when there are 8 gifters. In GL Smart, all boards split when all the gifters have been confirmed. So on all of the boards, the starter boards, the Ubuntu boards, and the GL Classics, they will only split when there are 8 gifters confirmed. And on the speed boards, when 4 gifters have joined the board, then they split. In Gift of Legacy, the number 1 guideline is you follow your inviter. You will only land on an oldest board in Gift of Legacy if there are no other users for you to follow in your lineage. Of course, with the OHANA boards, we all join the oldest board. But in Gift of Legacy, you follow your inviter, and if you can't follow them, you follow somebody in your lineage. In GL Smart, we fill up the oldest boards, like I said, for starters, speed boards, and Ubuntu boards. On the GL Classics, where there is a follow option, you are able to follow somebody, but if you don't follow a wallet, you will land on the oldest board. So there, both lineage and oldest boards are supported. And if you do not follow someone, you will always land on the oldest board. And the last one, in Gift of Legacy, you will always follow your inviters on the board. So if your inviter is on the left hemisphere, you will land on the left hemisphere. If your inviter is on the right hemisphere, you will land as a gifter on the right hemisphere. In GL Smart, it is not the same. In GL Smart, the gifter positions always fill up from 1 to 8 in sequence. So even if you are following somebody, if the wallet you are following is on the first hemisphere, on the left hemisphere, but the gifters 1 to 4 are filled up, you will land on the right hemisphere. In GL Smart, when you are following somebody, you do not land next to them on the board. You simply go to the same board where they are. Gifters always fill up from 1 to 8. Now, it's a lot of information I've shared with you. All the information is available in recordings and information on our Telegram groups. There are official Gift of Legacy Telegram groups. There's an official GL Smart Telegram group, but the YouTube channel has got recordings, short videos, and explanations. So if you need to know more, please go and look in those 2 places. So I want to thank you for joining us this evening. If you would like to know more about Gift of Legacy, the website, or GL Smart, the blockchain-based gifting activity, please speak to the person who invited you to watch this presentation and come and create your legacy with us. Thank you. Comments from my co-hosts.
You did a wonderful job. You did a really wonderful job, and I promise you one thing, as soon as I can get my eyesight going to be able to see those small letters or buy a bigger cell phone, I am coming to do presentations with you. This is the most wonderful process that I have found to help develop finances for people who are givers, who love to help each other, who love to find something good and invite others to come on, this is good. I thank you so very much, my darling Adele. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, Bev. You know, I like what you said there. This is good. Gift of Legacy is good. It's a way for a community to share abundance and break the chains of poverty. And no matter where you are in the world, Panama, like Bev is, or Chile, where Felix is, or the Congo, where Joseph is, or South Africa, where lots of us are, the rest of us, we all have our financial challenges. We all have our difficulties, and that's why we've all been drawn to Gift of Legacy. And it's good. It's good, Bev, because it was created by people with pure hearts and good intentions. So join us. If you haven't joined yet, join us. And the amazing thing is you can participate in Gift of Legacy or GL Smart. You don't have to participate in both. You can choose the one you like. I love them both. I'm participating in both. I encourage you to join both. But if you are drawn to GL Smart because you're more tech savvy, you don't want to invite somebody, you want to plug in and play, join GL Smart. If you love meeting people and making friends like Bev and Ike and I have, and Joseph and I have through Gift of Legacy, join Gift of Legacy. But we're one big community. Always remember that, always. Ike, comments from you? If you're able to. Ike might not be able to. Joseph, my French co-host, Joseph is helping to present the French presentations. Well, he is presenting the French presentations. He hosted one last night. Joseph, how was that one with the new slides?
Yeah, it was wonderful. Thank you for today's presentation. I am really happy for having participated. I learned a lot again from you.
Thank you.
The new slide that we have added about call and OHANA is really rich in information. It has really helped me get some new information that I'm going to add in the French presentation next week.
Fantastic. I'll share it with you, then you can just easily translate it. I think we are getting to a point now where our presentations truly represent the whole of Gift of Legacy. And we must always give people the choice, because you never know if somebody wants to go more towards Gift of Legacy or GL Smart. They both have beautiful parts to them, and we need to give people the choice. So yeah, thanks for that. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you. Anybody else who would like a comment? Nancy said that GL Smart is fast, easy, and fun. It absolutely is. GL Smart allows you to plug in and play. All you need to do is get your wallet ready, and to join a board, you just click. I call it the power of your thumb. You just click and join a board. And it's like playing a game. We say you plug in and play. So it really is a lot of fun. And as soon as you receive on Gift of Legacy Smart, on GL Smart, the money is in your wallet. You just transfer it to a wallet where you are connected to your bank account, and you withdraw. So I use MetaMask and Trust Wallet. Neither of them are connected to my bank account. So I then transfer cryptocurrency from those wallets to my Binance wallet, and then I can withdraw it immediately to my bank account here in South Africa, and I've got South African rands ready to spend. And that's so much fun. So you can definitely do that. Any questions from other people? I do see someone who I don't know. Do you have any questions, Felix? Do you have any questions? Felix? Bonjour.
How are you, Eric?
I'm fine, and you? Do you want Joseph to
I'm
translate?
fine. No, I not catch on against the moment.
No questions.
No.
Do you like the new slides?
Félix, Adèle demande si vous avez apprécié les 2 pages qu'elle a ajoutées dans la présentation.
Oh, super, super, formidable.
Okay, that's good. He liked it. Fantastic. Okay, so if there are no more questions, I'm just going to check. Ike, did you want to comment? I'm just giving Ike the opportunity, but I know he's busy with family matters. No. Well, thank you for attending. We will upload this recording and share it with you so you can share it with your friends. I will share this updated presentation so you've got the new slides so that you can translate and share it with your communities. And until we meet again for another training or questions and queries, I thank you for being here. I thank you for watching the recording on YouTube or watching YouTube live. And until we meet again, good night, God bless, and goodbye. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Love you.
Love you.